Hi, I'm Carrie Cordy. It is Monday, what is it, February 19th, 2018. So it's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and I've got the night off. Last night I got off work at like 9:15, I think. Um, yeah, way early day, but I had worked like, what, 6.5, 7 hours at that point. Um, God, my job is already frustrating. Um, so the chill setup at this other place is pretty cool. It's a lot easier there than it was at Pana Pacific. They've got liquid ammonia that cools the tanks rather than me shoveling in totes of ice all fucking day. Which, God, that helps. But the part after it, where it goes in the tanks, there's what happens there is different than at Pana Pacific was, and the the 2 to 4 people that do that are just fucking infuriating. There's one guy, can't remember his name, but no, I'm not good at names anyway. Um, I mean, the guy is just what you would expect from a total know-it-all young douche nozzle. I mean, the guy is such a fucking idiot. I mean, there's a drop tank, which is something we didn't have at Banner Pacific, which is right after it comes out of the cooker, we put it in the drop tank to give it a dip, and just to get the extreme heat taken off before it goes into the cooling tanks. So, there are times when you just are organizing things. It's like, I'm going to leave it in the drop tank for a little bit. Not a big deal. So this fucking idiot. Some of the comments you've seen, I've talked about the kid with the knife, and he brags about it. He waves it around. He likes to tell me what I need to do. Like, he's my boss. And so yesterday, we're all done. All we have to do is ice like 8 totes. I still have 3 baskets that are in the cooling tanks, and they'd been there for over 2 hours. And you don't need that. That's not good. So anyway, they're wasting time. They're organizing the tubs and the baskets, so it's all on angles with each other. Nothing is square or in rows, so it's a huge waste of space. The boss over the area, the cook, he had tried to get these motherfuckers to work, and it took them 2 hours. I ended up jumping in, and this fucking kid, I mean, it's seriously, I'm still fucking pissed. I have a basket up, and I'm waiting for this douchebag to move it, another kid, to move this basket out of the way. And, it's infuriatingly slow. We even had to take a lunch because these motherfuckers took seriously something that would take me all by myself 40 minutes, like almost 3 hours. It was insane how fucking slow it was. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and I got the overhead crane thing in my hand, and I'm facing the guy that's moving the pallet, and fuck monkey comes up behind me, rips it out of my hand, and walks off, and I'm like, hey, fuck you, this is my goddamn job, and he wouldn't do anything about it. So anyway, after all done, kid's like, hey, let's go, we're all done. And so the cook's coming up, and he's like, are you done? And it's like, well, I don't think so. And because there were tubs everywhere, this fucking kid destroys everything. I mean, if there are gloves, he will throw them on the ground and go get more. And these are like the rubber gloves, and they're not fucking cheap. They need to wash them every time. And this kid is just an idiot. I mean, there's a paint thing that we write on the plastic to say what each tub has. The kid will fucking throw them and break them regularly. And so, when I get back to work, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to get in his face. I mean, right at clock-in where the bosses are. I'm going to tell him, you never, ever put shit out of my hands. Ever. Or you're going to be fucking sorry. I won't put it like that. because, you know, you get a kid like that and you say you're fucking sorry. He's going to puff out his chest and he's going to be easily offended. Fuck, I hate young guys. Why the hell is the cougar thing a thing? Really? I mean, the emotional immaturity and how easily offended fucking young men are is just, ew. How could anybody be attracted to that shit? Ugh. Anyway, there was something else about all this I was gonna kind of make a point about. I am tired. When I got home, oh god, it was a blizzard. The last time it snowed here was like 2010. And so I take this route home that saves me, god, like almost a half hour. And it's just going through this little rural area, and it's just turns and hills, and it's 17 miles of it. The road's kind of nuts. So I'm driving it back, and I ended up going a few places at like 25 miles an hour. And I could only see a few feet in front of my car. I mean, literally a few feet. And I was thinking, you know, I just laughed at one point. You know, coming from Salt Lake City, Utah, you know, that shit was normal. I mean, it didn't happen all the time, but you got used to driving in it. And so it was just like riding a horse again. But, you know, I never had been on the Oregon highways doing it. And you don't get that many turns and twists. And you get the peak of the blind hill where you kind of memorize a road. But when you drive it at night and in the dark, you're used to a certain amount of space before you can see. And when that space has been basically reduced to just a few feet, the top of the hill is a surprise. And so there were times when I thought we'd peak the road and turn, you know, left, it would go right. And so if you're going too fast, you fuck yourself hard. Everybody that lives in snow knows. Yeah, this whole time I'm trying to rack my brain to the point I was going to make with this fucking kid. But, you know, I'm going to take over. It's one thing I've always done in positions. If I get a job, if there's a place to move up, to get promoted to, I will get promoted. I absolutely will. It's just the kind of person. And like with this, I take some time back, I see the way things work, I observe, and I take in everything I fucking can. And so now I'm to the point of I can't stay quiet anymore. I mean, these kids, when they wrap a pallet, any of you use shrink wrap, you start at the bottom, you put the roll, you know, here's the plastic, comes off like this. You face the roll inward. You know, you don't fold it out. It helps it stretch. These kids are starting at the top of the pallet, moving down and holding it the opposite direction that they should. And they're not tugging it. So the plastic's loose. At the end of the day, oh yeah, this is the point I was going to make. At the end of the day, shit brick. It's like, okay, we're done, let's go. And so the cook comes in, he's like, are we done? There's pallets strewn everywhere. Not all of the tubs and the baskets are properly labeled. And in fact, there are huge fucking gaps to where you can see the whole cooks beyond the plastic. And it's like, no, that defeats the whole fucking purpose of wrapping it. Hello, do you want to buy some goddamn bread with a hole in the side? Fuck you, no! And so, you know, that douchebag walks out, and he's already gone, and one of the other kids sticks around, and frankly, he's okay, but he's like 90 sandwiches short of a picnic. I mean, the kid isn't smart. And so, I mean, I'm just, the boss is there, and the kid's there, and I'm just going off. You motherfuckers are this goddamn stupid? You can't run up a motherfucking pallet? What the fuck is wrong with you people? And the cleaning crew had been waiting like an hour and a half to start on this area because these stupid fucks were going so slow. I can't stand going slow. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun at work. But you fucking work at work. I bust my ass and I love it. I hate standing around. I fucking hate it. I'm a high energy person. If there's something to do, I want to fucking do it. Get it done. And do it fucking right. I'm not saying I always do things right. I ain't saying that I don't have my lazy moments. Of course I do, but I will recognize that shit. And I'm not going to get in anybody's fucking face because they told me to work harder. And it's something I've experienced totally and constantly in my fucking life. I'm sick of it. So here I am again in a place, at a job where I'm being forced to just kind of turn off my personality as much as I can. I fucking hate this part of my life. I feel like my whole talents and everything I am are going to complete waste. But there's no way I'm unique in that. How many of us out there feel like our talents and our passions are being fucking wasted because you get this whole fucking system that's meant to just keep us down under the thumb? You know, what's the point in this shit? I was just kind of watching YouTube videos because when I got home from work last night, like by 11 o'clock I was in bed. I didn't get out of bed. God, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I got out of bed, I took a shower. I came out of the shower and I went back to bed, and I didn't get out of bed until 3:30. So one thing about having a job like this, oh God, I'm going to end like really soon out of space. When you get a day off, you're going to sleep the whole fucking day. It's just the way it is. I got to wrap it up. I got to go. I'm not doing anything. This is my place. I've got the cushions on the floor I'm sitting on because my hips really hurt. And they're really sore. It hurts to walk. But it's just the way it is. Thank you for listening. I don't get as much chances as I would like to talk. But how many of us live like that? I'll talk to you later.